The accuracy of this volume-based trading technique is insane. It provides you with precise buy and sell instructions, and as you can see, the strategy is very lucrative. It also provides you with numerous winning signals. What else? The method works with equities, forex, and cryptocurrencies. Hello traders, and welcome back to the Trading Factory channel. Today, we'll discuss a brand new trading strategy that is incredibly lucrative and has a high win rate. Let's first adjust the chart's period to a 15-minute interval. Let's now update the chart with the signs. First, look for the shaft trend cycle under the indicator search option. Pick the Everget sign from the list. Then look for the whole suite indicator and choose the in silico made indicator. The volume oscillator will be the last sign we add to the chart. Look for the volume oscillator and choose the TradingView indicator. All of the signs that we will be including in the chart were those. Let's now modify the indicator settings to make them more effective for the approach. Navigate to the input option in the whole suite indicator settings. The duration will now be increased from 55 to 60. The length factor should then be changed to 3. You can now exit the settings tab because we won't change the whole suite style settings. However, we still need to adjust the other indicators parameters. To make the STC indicator simpler to read, head over to the STC indicator settings, select the Style tab, and alter the line style. You can close the indicator settings and go to the volume oscillator settings since we won't be altering the STC indicator's input configuration. The level oscillator line will be given a little more visibility. Change the hue and thickness of the plot by going to the Style tab. Once you've finished, repeat the process for the zero line. We only need to make that adjustment to the indicator settings. Let's now examine the proper time to assume a role. To open a position, we must first examine the whole suite indicator. Depending on the color and position of the price as it trades, we can determine whether the whole suite is signaling a bullish or bearish pattern. The entry indication will be the STC indicator. If the STC indicator is above or below the 75 line, we will take a stake. The volume oscillator will serve as the confirmation sign last. We will determine the validity of the entry signal and whether we should join the position based on the value of the volume indicator. Let's look at when to initiate a buy position now that you are clear on how the indicators will be used. We will first confirm that the price is currently selling above the whole suite line. Additionally, we must guarantee that the whole suite line is green in hue. This suggests that the tendency is bullish at the moment. Let's now examine the STC section. Make sure the STC line is higher than the 75 level. That is the situation, as you can see. The traffic oscillator must also be checked to ensure that there is sufficient market traffic to continue driving the price upward. Making positive that the volume oscillator line is above the zero line will allow us to verify this. This is the situation, as you can see, so we will now take a buy position. The most recent swing bottom will serve as the stop loss point. After that, we'll aim for a risk-to-reward ratio of 1.5 for the take profit. Don't stress if you're unsure of where to put the stop loss. The answer to this will be demonstrated later in the movie. Let's now watch to see how the deal turns out. As you can see, the transaction was extremely successful. In order to make positive that everything is understood, let's take another buy position. We can see right away that the price is indeed trading above the whole suite line and that it is presently green, proving that the first requirement has been satisfied. We can also see that the line has crossed above the 75 line by glancing at the STC indicator. This indicates that the second prerequisite has also been satisfied. Finally, let's examine the volume modulator. There is enough volume in the market for us to place the transaction as long as the volume oscillator line is trading above the zero line. This indicates that the third requirement has been satisfied, allowing us to take the purchase position. First, we'll place the stop loss at the most recent swing bottom. After that, we'll aim for a take profit with a risk-to-return ratio of 1.5. Let's now examine how the transaction unfolds. As you can see, the transaction was once more extremely profitable. When to initiate a short position will now be discussed. Let's first confirm that the price is currently selling below the whole suite line. Additionally, we must guarantee that the whole sweet line is red in hue. This suggests that the trend is presently bearish. Let's now examine the STC section. Make sure the STC line has passed below the level of 25. That is the situation, as you can see. The traffic oscillator must also be checked to ensure that there is sufficient market traffic to continue driving the price lower. Making positive that the volume oscillator line is above the zero line will allow us to verify this. This is the situation, as you can see, so we will now take a sell position. The most recent swing high will serve as the limit loss point. Next, we'll aim for a risk-to-reward ratio of 1.5 for the take profit. Let's now watch to see how the deal turns out. As you can see, the transaction was extremely successful. Let me now demonstrate a different method you can use if you're not positive how to locate the most recent swing high or low. Look for the ATR bands indicator under the indicator search option. Then pick the Alexander Tia sign from the list. Navigate to the inputs page in the indicator settings right now. The multiplier for the top and lower bands will both be changed to 3. Once you've done that, go to the Style tab and alter the band's hue to make them more noticeable. All we needed to alter was that. Okay, so now that you know the trading setup, let's actually do our backtest on a 5-minute time frame and see if the outcomes are reasonable or not. I just finished the backtesting, and these results have surprised me. Our win rate is 70%, and the profits end up at 11%. I would also like to mention that these results will be different when trading live, so always try the strategy for yourself before using it. Guys, feel free to run back and forward testing on various markets and times to gauge how well it performs. If you want to see one of my other trading strategies I use when day trading, check this video right here, because this strategy works great on the every time frame you want. I'll see you guys next time.